So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 7 yards there and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he backs it away and falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff going to shift him around. They'll go again with Gibbs. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Here's Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Super.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Second and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. To return is Miles Price. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's Murray. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Vikings.
Shotgun now from Murray. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard
Play
line.
fake. Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In motion right is Addison. Here's Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The big fella. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
Vikings 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee. And this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Vikings First down.
Here's Murray from midfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Murray now. Addison hauls it in. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A 58-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Hey. Omaha. 2-2.
A final shot before half for Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Yeah. Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Price now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Murray now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Lions 28, Vikings 10. Jet Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Goff now looking to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Go. 180.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Play action. Now it's Murray.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Felton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
133 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That's complete right side. It's to Shaw.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's gone.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff.
Got his man, it's Dortch.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
180, 14. Obama.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
1-8-5.
Again, Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter, you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions Vikings now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
To throw is Murray.
He gets it to Addison.
Room here to run. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First
They'll send the tight end in motion. On play action, it's Murray. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Murray going to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
First down.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Second down and 10.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun, Murray. Open man, that's Felton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Murray. And he is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
15 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Throwing now is Murray. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
And the Vikings first down.
Here's Murray. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Play fake. Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking right sideline. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 10-yard line.